Why average people stay broke their entire life if you're done being average and ready for the raw, uncomfortable truth that actually builds wealth. Smash the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because one video could change your entire financial future. Let's get into it. Average people don't stay broke because they're stupid. They stay broke because they're normal. And normal is the most expensive disease on the planet. I've watched this for almost a century. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, entrepreneurs. Most of them, to 95%, will retire with less than $500,000. Not because they didn't earn enough, because they thought like everyone else. Charlie Munger didn't mince words. To get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards behavior that scales. Here's exactly why average people stay broke, and how to stop being one of them. 1. They spend to feel rich instead of building to be rich. Average people buy symbols. The $1,200 iPhone, the $80,000 SUV, the $6 latte, the $300 sneakers. They want to look wealthy before they are wealthy. I knew a software engineer making $180,000, lived in a $1.2 million house, drove a leased Tesla. Vacations in Bali. Net worth at 45, negative $120,000. Meanwhile, a janitor I met saved for $100 a month for 40 years. Invested in a simple index fund. Retired with $2.1 million. One spent to impress. One spent to compound. Every dollar you spend on status is a dollar that stops working for you. $1,000 on a watch today equals $76,000 in 40 years at 10%. That's a down payment on freedom. Truth. Wealth isn't what you show. It's what you don't show. 2. They trade time for money. For if average people believe more hours equals more money, they grind 60-hour weeks, take on-site gigs. Burnout by 50. Still broke. I knew a consultant who billed $300, worked 70 hours a week, made $700,000 a year. Net worth at 60. $1.2 million. Why? No ownership. No systems. Just time. Contrast that with a dry cleaner I knew, started with one location, hired a manager, opened a second, then a third. By year 15. 8 locations, $3 million revenue, $1. 8M net worth. Worked 20 hours a week. 1 sold time. 1 built equity. Truth. Your income ceiling is your hourly rate. Your wealth ceiling is your ownership. 3. They save what's left, not what's first. Average people earn $5. Spend for $1,800. Save $200 if lucky. Rich people earn $5,000. Save $1. $500 and spend $35,000. Automated 30% of my income into investments before I even saw it. Didn't miss it. Didn't negotiate with myself. It was gone before temptation arrived. His study showed people who auto-save 20% build 12x more wealth than those who save what's left. Truth. Saving isn't a choice. It's a pre-commitment. 4. They invest in stories, not businesses. Average people buy the next Amazon. I will 100x this, my friend's cousin said. They chase tips. They day trade. The YOLO into meme stocks. I only bought businesses I could explain to a 10-year-old. Coca-Cola, sugary water people love, sees candies, chocolate people crave. Held for decades. One chased excitement. One chased durability. Truth. The stock market is a wealth transfer from the impatient to the patient. 5. They let lifestyle inflation steal their future. You get a raise, gives you upgrade your life. $8 OK gives $120,000, gives $200. House gets bigger. Car gets faster. Vacations get longer. Your income grows. Your freedom shrinks. I knew AVP promoted from $150,000 to $400,000 bought a $1.8 million house. To new cars. Private schools. Net worth growth. Zero. Meanwhile, a teacher earning $70,000 lived in a $300,000 house, drove a 10-year-old Honda, invested the difference, retired at 58. Truth. Lifestyle inflation is the silent assassin of wealth. 6. They fear risk, so they take the worst risk of all. Average people avoid the stock market. It's gambling. They keep cash in a 0.1% savings account. Inflation eats 7% a year. They lose money by doing nothing. I knew a couple with $300,000 in a savings account. Too risky to invest. 10 years later, still $300,000. But a burger that cost $5 now costs $9. Their money lost 40% of its purchasing power. Truth. The biggest risk is not taking the right risk. 7. They wait for the perfect moment. I'll invest when the market crashes. I'll start a business when I have more time. I'll save when the kids are older. The perfect moment never comes. The market crashes. They panic. Time pauses. They're still waiting. I started investing in 1940s war bonds. Kept buying through every crash. Every recession. Every expert prediction. Truth. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Eat. They follow the crowd. Into the grave. 2000. Everyone bought tech stocks. 2007. Everyone bought houses. 20 to 1. Everyone bought crypto. The crowd is always wrong at extremes. I did the opposite. Bought in 1974 when stocks were dead. Sold internet stocks in 1999 when it's different this time. Bought again in 2009 when the world was ending. Truth. When everyone agrees, run the other way. 9. They confuse credentials with competence theft. MBA certifications. They think degrees equals wealth. I knew a Harvard grad who analyzed paralysis for 5 years. Never invested. Still renting at 50. Meanwhile, a high school dropout started a landscaping business. Reinvested profits. Built a $5 million company by for 5. Truth. The market doesn't care about your GPA. It cares about your results. 10. They never build a F***CKU fund. No emergency fund. No liquidity. One layoff equals panic. One medical bill equals debt. I always kept 1 to 2 years of expenses in cash. Not because I'm paranoid. Because freedom isn't free. With a buffer, you say no to bad jobs, bad deals, bad people. Truth. Cash isn't for spending. It's for sleeping. The final money. Truth. Average people don't fail because they're unlucky. They fail because they choose comfort over competence every single day. They spend before 7. Greet. Before planning flow. Before thinking wit. Before acting. You want to escape average. Do the opposite. Automate 20% plus into investments before you see it. Buy one boring index fund and never sell. Start one tiny ownership engine. Today. Read 1 hour a day. No excuses. Say no to everything that doesn't compound. I didn't get rich by being smarter than average. I got rich by refusing to act average. For 70 years. That's it. That's the whole game. The world will tempt you with normal. Normal is broke. Normal is tired. Normal is regret. Choose abnormal. Subscribe now. Because the next truth might be the one that finally breaks you out of average. Forever. Asterisk.